Baby, what about me?
Well, what were you doing in Mississippi?
Picking cotton. Sunshine is 115 degrees down your back. Yeah. Got sick of that. Couldn't make no money. Not enough to survive. All thing was tight. Republican was on. Thing was real tight. No, we kept playing though. This was on my mind always from 8 years old. We wanted to play. So we had acoustic guitars. But that wasn't what they was cutting on them days, you see. So then we had to leave Mississippi and come to Chicago to get a job to buy a guitar. And now we got here with the plane, the folks liked it, we stayed here.
So that was better time for blues, you think?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. People holler about it now, blues bigger than ever been, but they're lying.
Mm-hmm.
Blues used to be real big around in the black circle.
What were you doing at the time?
Oh, I was a lift truck driver, forklift. Mm-hmm.
And you had been a lift truck driver for a long time, or?
Well, off and on. Really, in fact, I can do most anything on a machine, spray paint, drive lift truck.
Mm-hmm.
Get off when I get ready.
And now you've been a professional ever since?
Well, I'm a professional already.
Yeah.
But I just started just going on a plane, forget about working. I couldn't do them both.
Did you have the time to have a family?
Yeah. I got 3 kids. They're all grown.
All grown?
Mm-hmm. The wife gone. The kids gone. 8 grandkids.
Okay, and are they playing music?
One son.
What is he playing?
Bass. He got his own band.
Okay, what kind of music is he playing?
Something like Prince, Michael Jackson.
So that's your latest album hit?
Yeah, the last one.
Who is it with?
Jimmy Rogers.
You're playing acoustic on it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, where did you record that?
At
Chicago?
Soto Studio in Everson, Illinois. So anyway, I want you to play with me.
Oh.
Yeah, down there, Arteria Lounge.
Oh, yeah.
This week, yeah.
I would enjoy that.
Yeah. Cold chill, come over me. When I see my baby walk, when I hear my baby talk, when I see my baby walk, when I hear my baby talk. Cold chill, come over me. When I take her in my arms, and she fill it with a hot dog. When I take her in my arms, fill it with a hot dog. She make me come about, and I do my little job. It's gonna make cold chill all over it. you out. But when you call me on the phone, then you said you out. No, I don't hesitate. I don't want other way. You gonna make cold to rub down my spine. But I'm glad, so glad she mine. She made cold, she made cold, yeah. Come out over me. All right, all right, all right, all right. She made cold, she made cold, yeah. Come all over me.
Shows you'd love to see this.
I can really thank him. I performed with a real blues man in a club on the west side of Chicago.
Not like this. Okay, that's the second part. We're gonna do it. Yeah, okay. Come to me, oh, stay on there. Make me tingle from my head, build up a G minor all the way up.
Record generic blues at Soto Sound Studio as well?
Yes, I did.
Oh, here it is.
The albums, yes, right here.
Okay, let me see that.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
Soto Sound is...
version over here, too.
It does many blues sessions, Jerry Soto.
Yes, it does. He's as well a good, very fine musician, too. The generic blues album is what it is. It's raw blues, and it's in its simplest form. Good music, but it's not a big production behind it. My main objective with this album was to show them that I could write and produce the album and to and play the instruments and put together a package that people, would like.
How you began playing music?
I started playing baritone horn, and so I went through that, and the clarinet and saxophone. I started on.
Makes many instruments.
Yes. So I started playing saxophone so I could join a group, a combo, and I played the top 40 R&B music. I played in the country and western band about
Country and western.
Yeah, right, and about a jazz trio. I played in there about a year and a half, and so then I ended up about 6 years ago. Then I started playing blues. I like the feeling that I get from playing blues, and it seems like it means a little more than the other type of music, and I have a good time, and I end up traveling and expressing myself a little better.
I picked my man up out the ghettos in 1972. He's up on his feet now, he's telling me I got to suit his blues. I hope he burned down all his bridges behind him so he don't never want to come back. The next time he leave me, people, it'll be a long black Cadillac. Sitting here in this bus. My man is 1,000 miles away. I've been loving the same soda water pimp for 10 years. Oh, he just asked me for the most today. I got the blues this morning. Look out, Rita. Feel like walking all the way to France this morning. Burn down your bridges behind you. Baby, I hope you never, 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 never want to come back. Leave all your past behind you. Baby, I hope you never, 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 never want to come back. You know what Nichols said? The next time you leave me, be a long black Cadillac.
Hip told me about the old tradition on Maxwell Street. Sunday mornings, a few blocks away from the Loop, musicians make the most of the flea market, playing for a few dimes. For some of the old bluesmen, it's a way of making a living, and for others, a chance to play in public. On Monday night, in the clubs, it's Blue Monday. Any musician can put his name on the list and show what he can do with the band playing that night. Tonight, I'm a bit nervous, but I'm giving it a go.
Some call me lazy, said don't wanna work at no time. I'd rather have a job than to stand in the welfare line. He sees, but a very few know. I don't mean to pound your shoulder, but that's the way the story goes.
But we have a young man all the way from France that we're going to get up here now. And let him, come on, play some guitar with us. How about it for Jock, y'all? Let's give it a toy. Come on, baby, don't you want to go? Come on, baby, don't you want to go? Back to the same old place, sweet old Chicago. Come on, here, baby, and I'll ship mine. Hey, hey, hey. Honey, don't you wanna go? Oh, yeah. That's the same old place. Sweet old Chicago. Play it, Jimmy. Get on down with it. Go ahead, go ahead. Come on, 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 come on. That's the same old place. Sweet old Chicago. One more time, real loud, Tom. Come on, 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 come on. That's the same old place. Sweet old Chicago.
He reaches out, and Mississippi pours from his hand the land, cotton, the river, rides near Blue Bank where he sat strumming memory. He bends, takes mud, and forms a head. Some say he's a sculptor, and I say he got the blues, got the whole blues in his hands. I try to retain many of the qualities of blues in terms of the line or the meters of my poem and the concerns, many of the themes, such as the theme of having to move from one place to another one. When Sonny Boy Williams sings, you've been talking about your woman, I wish to God you could see mine. You've been talking about your woman, I wish to God you could see mine. Every time she starts to love and she brings eyesight to the blind. Obviously, it's great poetry. However, if you worked in the fields 6 days a week and found yourself in debt at the end of the year, and all you had was a great woman who was a great lover, a great cook, and a great mother to your children, you would understand the meaning of the lyric.
And is the blues only about women?
Well, sometimes it's disguised. The woman could very well be a symbol for freedom or a symbol for those possessions that the blues singer or the ex-free slave did not find in the segregated South on the plantation. It could very well be symbolic.
music that began in America started with the blues. Music like country western, rock and roll, disco, jazz, it all came from the blues. Now what we're going to do, we're going to take a short trip back down south. What's your name? Okay, Stacy. Just imagine if you were a slave and you were working hard in the hot cotton fields all day long, and one morning Stacy decides she doesn't want to be a slave anymore. Well, she can't go up to the boss and say, "Boss, I quit." It didn't work like that. So one morning, Stacy gets up and she feels kind of blue and sad, and she says something like this. Oh, I'm gonna get up in the morning. I think I'm gonna be way, way down that lonesome road. Why? Okay, now, Stacy's singing and she's working, and then her friend, what's your name right there? Andrew. Andrew's her friend, and he's on the other side of the plantation, and he's doing something like chopping wood. And Andrew hears Stacy singing while she's working, and he comes back and he plays something like this. Now, Stacy and Andrew are working and they're singing, but they're also communicating a message. And the message is about leaving, getting away for freedom. Now, what we want to do is make up our own blues song, and I want everybody in the audience to help me out. And I want you to repeat after me and try to remember what I say. Are you ready for the blues out there?
Go outside. I can't watch no TV. I can't go down to the corner store. They won't even give me nothing to eat. They lock me in my room. I can't use the phone. My world is full of gloom. And I feel so all alone. 'Cause I didn't do my can't go out. I didn't do mine. And I can't. I feel so bad.
Ghetto here? Yeah, this is really the ghetto. You know, that's somewhat of a misconception, you know, about white people coming into black areas, because a lot of black people are just as afraid as white people, and basically black folks are cool. There's still a lot of discrimination, you know, and there's still a lot of racial prejudice, especially here in Chicago, you know, which has been labeled as perhaps the most segregated big city in the United States.
About the black musicians?
You know, obviously it's much harder. Here you have the imitators making more money than the originators. And that's definitely unfair. You know, even in Elvis Presley was the classic case, because what's the guy, was it Sam Phillips who recorded him? And said if we can find a white man that sings like a black man, we'll make $1 million, and it was true. But here you're taught to compete in this society, and you're taught that black people are basically on the bottom, so if you're going to get ahead, well then you have to be better than black people. I think one of the first things they teach you as an immigrant to the United States is how to say the word nigger.
Born in the Mississippi Delta, I was raised in the Indiana ghetto town. Born in the Mississippi Delta, I was raised in the Indiana ghetto town. Well, you know, I never shall forget people. When I left my home, sweet home.
Leaving the South, where segregation and unemployment made their lives a misery, the blacks went up the Mississippi, and Chicago was often the end of the journey. They found jobs in industries that were booming at the time. Places like Gary, 30 miles from Chicago, one of the biggest mining centers of the United States.
Well, Gary's primarily a steel producing town. Everybody in the city basically depends on the mill one way or the other. And there, if the mill is not going well, don't anything go well here.
And you've been working in the mills, I guess.
Oh yeah, I worked in the mills for 27 years. My dad, he was a farmer first, and then he was also a minister. He pastored a church down there.
Well, your father taught you how to play guitar in the church?
No,
No.
I taught myself. By listening at other people, you know, you had visiting guitar players coming from places like Memphis, and I wasn't able to buy a real guitar, so I wanted to make some kind of noise on the string. And so I took the wire from my mother's broom. Hell, you know, they wind the wire around the broom to hold the straw. And when the broom wore out, I just took the wire off of it and got me 2 staples and stapled it upside the wall, and got me 2 Garrett snuff bottles, and to tighten the strings. But you know, I put one, I nailed it close to the wall, and then I pulled the string back and placed the snuff bottle down at the bottom, and I placed one at the top. And the further I pushed up on the bottle, the tighter the string got, you know. Then I broke me a bottleneck off of a Coke bottle or something. I don't remember. It's been a long time ago. To use for a slide. I just started playing. I mean, I held the sound in my head and
singing.
Yeah, well, I sung gospel from the time I was a little boy. You know, my mother used to make me sing in church. I didn't like it at the time, but she'd make me get up and sing.
Oh, that's the guitar.
Yeah, that's my first one.
When did you buy it?
Man, I made a lot of noise with this thing. Well, I'm 59 years old now, and my dad got it for me when I was 6, so you figure that. When I was working in the steel mills, when I was really still in the learning process, getting my act together as far as a blues man, operating the overhead bridge crane you know, it's all electrically controlled. And the heavier loads you put on the motor, the different sounds you would get, you know, just like changing from one key to the other on your instrument. And I would hum to the tune of the engine, you know. I'd get my harp out, and sometimes the motor on the crane would be in the same key as the harmonica. I wrote songs that way, you know. I'm up in the cab alone, 8 hours a day, and you create a lot of different sounds that way. And none of us ever went to school for music, so we had to pick it up any way we could.
know, this is what I see. Poverty and corruption. Lord help me, please. It's bad. It's a bad, bad situation. If things keep on this way, people are enough to make a man. That's no lie. Now they try to tell me everything gonna be all right. And I trickle down to you. President said that night is bad. It's a bad, bad situation. If things keep on this way, people is enough to make a man sick. That is worse. My woman left town. She didn't say where she's going, or even where she's bound. It's bad. It's a bad, bad situation. If things keep on this way, give us enough to make a man sick. Show me some blues. This whole world is a rat race. Spending all the money, people, all of its face. It's bad. It's a bad, bad situation. If things keep on this way, people are enough to make a man. I got the blues. I got a band. I got the blues, people. I got a band. I got the blues. I got the blues. I got the blues. Thank you.
Family band.
Yeah.
And you all play here together.
Right.
Okay.
This is where we rehearse. This is where we do everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
I'll show you. Let's see.
Okay.
When I was about 3 or 4, Dad, the first beat he showed me was like a Jimmy Reed kind of groove. And from that Jimmy Reed groove, I could play like about 25 songs, speed it up, slow it down, shuffle it. Dad used to make me stay up, man, till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning to learn a song. And then Dad, he would take us to clubs to hear a lot of artists that would be coming through town. So I got a chance to see a lot of people, you know, a lot of blues artists, because they used to come through Gary. Every time they come through Chicago, they would come to Gary.
It's the end of my trip now. I'm going home. My old dream had come true. But I know I'll come back and meet those musicians again. They are still continuing the black tradition which so contributed to that unmistakable image of America. Music on street corners, electric guitars, rock and roll and blue jeans.
Yeah. Okay.